What if I told you there was a man in Kazakhstan who murdered at least 33 people, men, women, even strangers, without a single preference for who lived or died? His name was Toregeldy Zharambaev, and his story is almost completely unknown outside his hometown of Shymkent. Between the late 1980s and early 1990s, Zharambaev turned the streets of Shymkent into his personal hunting ground. He didn't stalk his victims for long. He didn't play elaborate games. Instead, he struck them from behind, usually with a blunt object, before finishing the job with brutal stabbings or savage beatings. But the killings didn't stop there. Zharambaev's crimes crossed into the disturbing and grotesque. Reports say he would masturbate on the corpses, and in the case of male victims, insert foreign objects into their bodies. These weren't just murders. They were expressions of rage, control, and a twisted desire to degrade the dead. Unlike most serial killers, Zharambaev showed no preference for gender, age, or type. Anyone in his path was a target. That randomness made him terrifying, because there was no way to predict who would be next. People in Shymkent lived in constant fear, knowing a killer was out there, and the police were always one step behind. By the time he was finally caught, investigators tied him to a minimum of 33 murders. But given how chaotic the Soviet collapse was in that era, many believed the true number could be far higher. In 1993, justice came swiftly. Zharambaev was executed with a single gunshot wound to the back of the head. One bullet for dozens of lives destroyed. Was he a product of Soviet neglect, a predator shaped by chaos? Or was he simply born a monster who hid in plain sight until it was too late? Either way, Toregeldy Zharambaev remains one of history's most terrifying killers you never heard of. Follow Dark Truth Revealed for more chilling facts about odd and disturbing things.